In 3, 2, 1, we go. My all signs, my all stars are very, very welcome to the channel Space and my home. I am Shivalika and I welcome you. And like always, today's reading is supposed to be for your highest growth and absolute expansion, the sole purpose of this channel. And today we are looking at the biggest turning point. This could literally be the game changer because your energies are out there. You're creating, you're manifesting, you're doing so many things. So let me from my end try my best and take you to that point, which is the point which could be the most defining point. So the intentions are set on the table right now. For all those who are members, who have subscribed, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And for those who are new, watching me for the first time, on the channel for the first time, I welcome you. Keep an open mind and take messages that resonate with you. And just like that, we're starting with Aries. Hello Aries and welcome. This is your biggest turning point. This could literally be the game changer, the defining moment, call it whatever you like, but we would like to bring it to your absolute attention at this point of time. Aries, so whatever it is that you have in your mind, let's see what we've got here for you. Biggest turning point. But let's start first with your current energy because that's very, very important. Your current energy at this point of time, Aries. Oh, dear Lord. This has absolutely got to be, I'm actually getting goosebumps all over, but this has got to be the most phenomenal current energy I have ever seen. Wow. Let's see what's your biggest turning point. Your biggest turning point. Whoa. We'll look at possible blockages and we will look at universal guidance for this so that I'm just going to see that in the absolute end along with you. But you know what? Let me quickly, 8 of Wands, a lot of things are happening very fast in your life. You're getting a lot of information very, very fast in life. But Aries, let's just take a moment here because I have phenomenal energies for you on the table. And the current energy for you, we've got, I think this has got something to do with a lot of money management, money mindset, wealth, abundance. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. My hands are kind of like going, you see that? Because it's such a I feel like I'm holding a very, very powerful energy. Very, very powerful. You're emitting a lot of power right now on the planet, wherever you are. You may not know this, but people look up to you. They want to become you. They look at you as role models. They look at you as people who have the capacity to convert 1 into 2 into 10. This is massive goals. It does not get bigger than this. So in your current energy, for a lot of you, there is an opportunity, whether it's work, whether it's a person, there is a brand new opportunity, one that you can touch, feel, taste, smell, take it home, that kind of, it's a real tangible opportunity in your current energy. 10 of Pentacles, you have the absolute potential to convert it, monetize it. This is Ace to the 10 for me is also marriage, is also introduction of someone to your family, also buying homes, household, legacy, that dream vacation, whatever. This is keeping the family in mind. And 2 of Pentacles is actually navigating your money, multitasking your money, spreading your money very smartly. You're someone who knows how to handle. Very good at handling. There's an infinity symbol here. It's very important and I will tell you a little later, but keep your eyes on the infinity symbol here, which is you're very good at harmonizing, you're very good at balancing, and you're the person that everybody needs to get things together, to bring them together. You're that person, Aries. All pentacles, all tangible things that you can touch, feel and see. Very strong earth energy here. You're fire, but this is very strong. That means whatever it is that you're thinking, you're manifesting, it is so close, so close. Wow. Now, your biggest turning point, and I'm not surprised, just not surprised, Magician, number one, the powerful attractor, the one who can magnetize, who can, charge up, can bring anything from the heaven to the earth. This is supreme. This is supreme. I have a very strong feeling, Aries, your manifestation is about to come into the 3D world. You're going to be able to touch it, feel it. We've been talking about it. And you're the one who's manifesting it. There are two Ace of Pentacles here. One you've actually got. For a lot of you, that opportunity is in your proximity, has reached you right now. You're kind of figuring out, should I take it? Should I keep it? How can I make more out of it? It's that kind of energy. One Ace of Pentacles is very, very close to you, or a lot of you are already holding it in your hand. So your turning point is you are going to be bringing your manifestations into real 3D world. You can actually see them. You're going to be putting on, for a lot of you, you're going to be putting a display table on and you're going to be showcasing it. People will want to come and watch you. You'll be receiving awards. You'll be receiving awards. You're going to be the headlines, Aries. You're going to be the headlines. Brilliant. Love it. And you see that infinity right here? Infinity is also big consistency, doing something again and again and again. And look, the infinity is right on top of the Magician. It's an aura. Your aura is that you've done something and you've mastered it. You've become an expert at it. You can do it at any time you're woken up from your sleep and you can just do it. You've kind of, it's mastery, pure mastery. Now your possible blockage, because we should address everything so that you can obviously take these energies for your highest expansion. We've got the Hierophant. This is in itself a very, very good energy, another major arcana. This is Taurus energy. Possible blockage here could be the system, the structure. You're trying to do something that, I'm not saying you're changing the system or structure, but it essentially does not follow the book. And at some point, you may have to possibly take the system, the organization, the rules into consideration, maybe just a little bit, not too much. Because this is, something that's been established and it's coming in your blockage. So, possible blockage. So, also make sure who you're taking advice from, because the Hierophant is the wise counselor. Make sure you approach the right people for advice, experts for advice, because you're yourself looking very powerful, and the people that you look up to, the role models that you choose for yourself, the content that you consume, this is earth. Everything here is earth. The grant that you're getting from Aries, make sure that the energy that you choose to take advice, expert counsel, wise counsel, is very well chosen. And it matches your frequency, simply put. So what is the guidance from the universe here for your biggest turning point? People are going to be watching you. You're going to be the headline, right? We've got the 9 of Wands. And I want to say this, maybe for a lot of you, this is with love I say this, Aries. For a lot of you, I want to show you. You see that 8 of Wands underneath here? Because things are happening very fast and it may seem to you like you're missing. It may seem to you like you're falling. For me, both of these are fail 7 times, stand up 8, I hope I've got that quote correct. You kind of fail so many times, but you got to just get it right once. So for a lot of you, you may feel like you're in the energy of it's not working out. Or maybe, I've stayed in it for a very long time. It does not feel like it's going to work out for me. But the universe is saying, to the victor belongs the spoils. This person has not left. This person is not willing to leave. This person is persistent. This person is consistent. This person says that until I don't get what's mine, I am going to be standing here and I'm going to be guarding and I'm going to be accepting what is mine. It does not matter what has not worked because it only has to work once. This is your consistency. This is your persistence. So, Aries, the turning point is very close. 9 is a very close number. 2 aces on the table, magician on the table, 10 of pentacles on the table. This is the time to go all in. And that is what I have for you. Powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. Thank you so much for that reading. Moving on to Taurus. Hello, Taurus, and welcome. This is your biggest turning point. That one moment which could literally be the game changer, define your life. Wherever you're watching this from, trust that it's meant to find you, Taurus. Let's go. Let's check your current energy at this point of time. Okay, those are really interesting cards on the table. Very, very. I can clearly see that there is something that you want. You're missing it by just like this much, Taurus. Let's see what is your biggest turning point. Biggest turning point. Okay, interesting. Possible blockage? Now that makes sense. And advice from the universe for Taurus. We're going to look at it just a little later together. Okay, Taurus. Current energy. 2 yellows on the table. 2 yellows. Yellows are all about clarity. Yellows are all about, you know what it is that you want. To the Taurus that I'm speaking to you, you are very well aware what it is that you want. We've got the 4 of Wands, which is the absolute energy of alignment, Taurus. We've got the 7 of Swords. Now this is the tricky one and we will talk about it. And then you have the Knight of Wands, fire. Within the 2 fire, the 2 things, and fire is all about your desire. Within your desire, there is this little bit of energy of deception where for a lot of you, you're not going all in. The attempt or the energy is half in, half out. Now, if you want it, you got to put both your legs there. Because if you're half in, half out, you're giving the universe mixed signals. The universe would not know, should I place Taurus there or not? But if you make up your mind, the universe will give you a definite answer. It's either going to tell you yes or it's going to tell you no. But as long as you are giving out mixed signals, some days you say, I want this, but some days you say, okay, no, maybe I've changed my mind. There's a lot of changing of mind here. There's a lot of changing of mind here. And I will tell you what I see on the table, Taurus. You really, truly want it. It is possibly a travel, it is possibly a hobby, it's possibly a skill, it is possibly to explore, see the world. For a lot of you, it could be getting married, could be proposing, you know, like destination wedding, that kind of a thing, going for an event. Whatever this is a very strong desire. But you're showing the energy of half in and half out. In simple words, the mind is changing and changing. And which is why the energy for your biggest turning point is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is to absolutely fall in love with what it is that you want. You cannot be half in. Look at that. She's all in. She's all in. She's sitting by the ocean. She's holding her cup. And it's not a normal cup. It's a trophy cup. She's not going to let it go. So your turning point is the minute you decide that I am all in, this is what I want, the universe is going to start lining up everything for you and for your desire to happen. So no mixed signals. Get clear, get specific, and put it out to the universe. Now, possible blockage, you see that? 7 of Swords. When we are in this energy of half in and half out, possible blockages are 9 of Swords. There's a lot of overthinking. There's a lot of sleepless nights. There is a lot of changing of minds, you know. It's like Monday you have a different thought, Tuesday you have a different thought, Wednesday you have a different thought, and it goes on and on and on. And all of them seem amazing to you. That's why they're all there. But how about you narrow it down and bring it to that one? We would love to see one number here. We don't have the number one. We do have the beautiful Four of Wands, which is alignment. So you are definitely aligned to your desire. That I can tell you, you're showing it to me. And you want your desire badly, very badly. But the mind shifts very fast. Let's see what we've got as an advice from the universe for your biggest turning point, Taurus. I'm excited. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is looking at the world. See, he's already got the ace. Okay, he already has a desire. And this is, so for a lot of you, you're already doing something and you've now shifted to a brand new desire. And the one that matches with the current world right now, with what's going on with the world. Maybe you want to put something out to the world. And again, travel is coming very strongly. Changing your location is coming very strongly. Traveling somewhere is coming very strongly. He's holding the globe. For a lot of you, you are actively checking the internet, Googling on the internet, and seeing if your desire is out there somewhere. But please understand, the universe is one more time reminding you, you have an Ace of Wands here and you have another desire. That means you've still kept both desires with you. Changing of mind and shifting, splitting of energy. Taurus, your absolute advice, absolute guidance for your biggest turning point is, what is that one thing that you truly, truly want? One cup that you can pour love into, one cup that you get to keep and you call it your own. Is it a person? Is it a job? Is it an opportunity to travel? Is it a side hustle? What is it? Because that is asking you to choose it. And till now you have been in and out. So the minute you choose it, the minute you claim it, the minute you make it yours, universe will do the rest. That's what I have for you. I hope the right people get the message at the right time. That is truly, truly the intention. Moving on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini, and welcome. This is your biggest turning point. That moment which could be game changer, that moment which you would like to call as the defining moment of your life. Why not? Go ahead and call it. But this is the biggest turning point, Gemini. So if you are ready, let's go. Let's see what your current energy right now is, Gemini. What are you showing at this point of time? Okay, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see what your biggest turning point is. Let's go. Wow. This is like the epitome of the biggest turning point in the tarot deck, and I will show it to you. Let's see your possible blockage. Possible blockage. And the guidance from universe, universal guidance. We'll keep it right there and we will look at it. Underneath, we've got the world, an accomplishment. You know what I'm actually picking up, sensing here, Gemini? It is an accomplishment that you would like to... You've started it. You know that. You've started it. You want to see the ending of it. You want to celebrate it. You want to kind of, I did it. You want to have that I did it moment. That's what I'm picking up from here. So in your current energy right now, Gemini, we've got Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Magician. I want to just say this. There is a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. And you are still continuing to learn. Even though you have a profession, you're still learning. You're still, either you teach students or you're teaching yourself or you're acquiring more skills. But there is a sense here in your current energy, you're showing me that you're trying to match with the current world right now. What is it that the world needs? I'm going to prepare and I'm going to upgrade and I'm going to teach that to myself. And then I'm going to match with the vibration and frequency of the world. Brilliant. But I do want to point out the obvious, Gemini. You have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. This is something that you're doing all by yourself. You may want to take care of your back. You may want to take care of yourself so that you don't get too exhausted, because I do see the drive and the passion here for wanting to make something very, very real in the real world. Wow. You know, hats off to you, what you're pulling off, what you're doing. You know, you're not, it's not pretentious. It is just something that is, it's very, I did it. And I did it is not overnight. I did it, thought starts when we are kids, you know, in our teenage years. It gets stronger and stronger. This has gone stronger and stronger for you. It simply like buying your dream house, buying your dream car, you know, getting that degree from a prestigious college, picking up a course that aligns you with, so that, you know, you can earn more, make more money, come at par with what people are making right now. That kind of energy. So your biggest turning point is the Judgment. This is the Judgment. This is the angel blowing its horn and awakening people. And this is for you, Gemini. It is awakening you. This is the alarm clock of the universe. Not many people can hear it. Only you can hear it. Only at this point of time, only Gemini, you are entitled to hear this sound. Sound is going to be, your profession has something to do with sound. Your life has something to do with sound. And it's through the sound that you come to know. It's just, you operate with sound. But this is a different kind of sound. This is a different kind of sound. Your turning point is a comeback. Your turning point is a resurrection. Your turning point is an ability to, and you know, this happens for you because you've equipped yourself. You're ready. For a lot of you, your turning point is you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. And how will you know? You will know, Gemini. You will know you're ready. You do have the Magician in your current energy. You've been preparing yourself for this for a very long time. And the arrival of Judgment is, in a sense, a confirmation that you're ready, by the way. What will the universe do by awakening the people who are already, you know, 6 feet under? It only gives them a second chance, because the universe first knows Gemini is absolutely ready to, you know, go back and give back to the world. Now your possible blockage here is the 8 of Cups. I don't want to say this for a lot of you, because, you know, there is heaviness here, Gemini. I'm not going to deny that. There is heaviness in your current energy. For a lot of you, you may have to let go of all those things which are teeny tiny distractions but end up consuming a lot of your hours. Also, they take you away from what it is that you have asked. This is like setting a daily schedule for yourself. Because if you don't do it, if you don't set a daily schedule, it's going to be very hard for you to give time for what it is that you're truly asking, because you're needed everywhere. I can see that. So blockage could most likely be you're not able to say no to a lot of things because you're needed everywhere. And the energy here is saying that if you want this turning point to embrace you, take you to that next level that you've been asking, you know, think of it as a rebirth. You cannot carry the same things of the past. You're born again, right? So you may have to let go of certain things that, because we have the 8 of Cups, I would like to say things like, you know, maybe alcohol for some, maybe, you know, consumption of too much, anything that has kind of kept you in that, holding you back. Those things have to be kept behind. This is absolute rebirth. Let's see what we've got from the advice. As the advice from the universe, we've got the very, very beautiful Page of Wands. This is a very, very, very cool energy. This is fire. You are air. Air and fire are very compatible. There is something here in your energy also you have the page, your guidance is also the page. So you are preparing, you are learning, you are getting ready to get ready. Your desire is also getting ready to get ready to get ready. There is a skill that you will be adding to yourself. You know, the feather on the cap is a skill set that matters in today's world. So if you are upgrading, you are adding a skill set to yourself, fantastic, because that's when you are going to be ready, and that's when, you know, the judgment actually arrives, the turning point arrives. So the universe is actually telling you at this point of time that desire, that course, that job, I don't think this is a partner, because I'm not seeing that kind of an energy. But this has got more to do with your own development, your own growth. Whatever that feather on your cap is, whatever that skill is, continue to nurture it, continue to explore it, continue to get ready to be ready, Gemini. The more you do that for yourself, the faster your turning point is going to come towards you. Ready, getting ready to be ready. Until you're absolutely ready. And that's when the turning point comes and, you know, collides and becomes one with you. That's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope the right people get the message at the right time. And I hope Gemini can say, I did it. Okay, moving on to Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and welcome. This is your biggest turning point and, you know, the game changer, the defining moment, the energy that you've been waiting for, the energy that can, you know, that can become one with you, Cancer, and then you say, I did it. You know, that kind of an energy. So let's see. Your biggest turning point, Cancer. Let's first see what your current energy is. What are you showing? Let's go. All swords. For a lot of you, you are in your head a lot at this point of time. And we've got success, but the success is way within. Okay, Cancer, we need to talk, Cancer. Let's see what's your major, biggest turning point. Okay, that's a really good energy. That's an energy that you could really, really use to your advantage. Possible blockage and universal guidance, which we're going to look at. Absolute end, Cancer. Interestingly, we've got the Chariot underneath right now, which is your power card, your energy. Chariot is confirmation of the universe. You're on the right path. You're on a path right now, Cancer. To the Cancer that I'm speaking, you are. This is also the energy of traveling, moving, relocating, being out on the road. And the interesting thing is, and I always say this, there are no coincidences. Your first energy in your current energy is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is the minor arcana. Chariot is the major arcana. Both of them. So the universe is also taking you on a path. And real time in the 3D world also, you are on a path. You know this. You are in between worlds. Now your energy is really, really, hear me out. We've got the Six of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and then the Two of Swords. All thoughts. Swords represent thoughts. Whatever is going on in your mind. So clearly, you are on a path. You have left something behind and you're taking a journey on in life, okay? For some of you, you may actually really be traveling. But here's what's happening. You're feeling like you're reaching nowhere. And I don't know if you've actually felt that way, but again, I would say swords are mind. So it's coming in your mind that maybe this is, for a lot of you, you're already saying this, that maybe this time also I may not reach my destination, because Ten of Swords is the absolute end. 6 to the 10. Now, this is not a good jump. This is not a good jump. 6 to the 10. I would like to see 6 of the swords to Ace of Swords. That means you're moving with clarity. However, what is happening here is you are moving, you have taken a path. It's a good path. You're in between. And the path appears as we move along with it. We cannot know in advance, but with the 10 of Swords and 2 of Swords, Cancer, you're kind of showing that you already know that you are on a path, but it's not going to work out. And it's not going to work out, therefore, I'm going to keep my heart closed. Imagine taking the journey, knowing the journey is not going to work out for you, and therefore keeping your heart closed. That's heavy. That's very, very heavy. Instead, how about taking the journey, knowing that you're on the journey and having fun along the way? Let the path unfold itself to you. Have no 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is actually going way into the future, and pre-deciding it's not going to work out. No, we should not do that to ourselves. Sometimes the future needs to unfold at the time that's the way it should be. Knowing too much in the future is losing your present. There is a loss of present moment here. There is a loss of, living in the present. And your turning point, this should put a smile on your face, is actually 3 of Cups. This is Venus in Cancer. This is water energy. You are a water sign. This is similar people celebrating each other, raising a toast for each other. So your turning point here, major turning point, biggest turning point here, is to surround yourself with energies that resonate with you, that celebrate with you, that you celebrate with, that you feel like are home to you. And when you have these kind of energies, these are very supportive. It's a very supportive group dynamic. It does not allow you to go into the thoughts of 10 of Swords and 2 of Swords. So the kind of people you're going to have around you, and you choose to keep these people in your life where you belong. Friends like family, family like friends, that kind of an energy. All equal, all celebrating each other. That is going to be your biggest turning point. Now, the possible obstacle here could be 4 of Wands. I am inclined to say a few things here that, there are 3 people here. There are 2 people celebrating here. Cancer, and even though this is such a wonderful energy, 11-11, this is alignment. Maybe you're very picky and choosy about the people that you want to be with. Maybe you're not opening up to a lot more people. Maybe you only go out and celebrate. When it is celebratory. But 3 of Cups is celebrating for everything, for each one. This one celebrates for the other 2. This one celebrates for the other 2. This one celebrates for the other 2. They're always in that energy of cheering each other up. So your possible obstacle could be the fact that you are only out there celebrating because it needs to be celebrated. Think about it. Now let's see what your universal, I would love to see an ace out here. Let's see what the universal guide, 3 of Swords. We have the 2, we have the 3. I'll tell you simply put, Cancer, when the universe shows 3 of Swords, the universe says, what you give is exactly what the universe is going to give back to you. Right now, because of, look at this. I would have loved to see an ace for you, but the ace is not, you're not showing the ace. In order for the universe to show you an ace, you have to show universe an ace. An ace is all about clarity. Right now, you have the 10 of Swords. This is the absolute ending. 2 of Swords. This is not being able to make up your mind. So the universe at this point of time is telling you that, look, What you give is what you get. You're on the frequency of possibly the worst case scenario. And that should not be the case. And that's why your biggest turning point here is 2 threes on the table. This 3 is all about celebration. This 3 is all about, supportive group dynamic, being happy, enjoying the present moment. And this 3 is about absolute pain, heartache. And the universe wants you to focus on, do you want this, your turning point, or do you want to be in this frequency? I wanted an ace, but the universe wanted to show you what it is. When you're in the 10 of Swords energy, the universe will only reflect back. Sadness multiplies. Therefore, happiness also multiplies. So you enter into this energy, this turning point, and then watch the energies change for you. That's why 4 of Wands is in your obstacle, the celebration. 3 of Cups will lead to 4 of Wands, and then 4 of Wands will come this side. We need to move energies here, Cancer. We need to actively move energies from low to high, from close to open, from sadness to absolute happiness, from distant future to absolutely current now, your present. Your present is the most amazing present that you have. Whoa, that was intense. Okay, moving on to Leo. Hello, Leo, and welcome. This is your biggest turning point. The game changer energy, the defining moment energy, the energy that everybody wants. So clearly, Leo, this energy is something that could put you on track with whatever it is that you're asking for. Let's see what we've got for you, Leo. The current energy you're showing me is that's big energy. In your current energy, by the way, there is also Aries in your energy. Whew, interesting. Let's see what is your biggest turning point. Energy for your biggest turning point. Okay. Very interesting. Your possible obstacle. Makes sense. Advice from the universe. We're going to see it together in a little later. Oh wow, we've got the world here. Something needs to end, something needs to complete. You need to go on to the other side, Leo. A particular phase of your life, a chapter is over, and even you know that. It's now time to move on to the next. And your turning point actually would be when you're willing to walk away. Something here about lessons learned. Let's go. In your current energy, we've got the Emperor, we've got the Knight of Wands, and we've got the Two of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is Aries energy. Your fire, their fire. Knight of Wands is your energy. This is someone who is wanting something. And you're trying to I'm not so sure if it's the most important thing, but it is one of the important things. It's not your absolute priority at this point of time with the Two of Pentacles. Because Two of Pentacles is the energy where you're keeping both. And you're essentially doing a very good job keeping both. But still, what you want is the Emperor. It's the Emperor. Emperor is as big as it gets. It's the biggest energy. Emperor is all 4 kings. King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Swords. All 4 kings come under the Emperor. Emperor is the ruler of the world. Knight of Wands is desiring that really big post, that really big dream, that really big desire, and it's absolutely fine. However, you're also showing me that it's almost like you're hustling between two. And it's a daily hustle. So whatever it is, you're not giving it your 100% of time. But the goal is massive. The goal is massive. Now your major, biggest turning point is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is that energy where from the 8 you walk into the 9. And Nine of Cups is the absolute energy of manifestation. It's the absolute energy of making a wish, your manifestations coming true. But in order to reach that energy, your turning point is not that energy. Your turning point is this. You have got to be willing to walk away from all those things that are no longer serving you. And this is very brave. It's easier said than done. This is a very brave energy. Not everybody has the capacity to leave everything behind. But that's your turning point. These are all those cups, all those emotions, all those feelings, all those things that maybe once upon a time served you very well. But you've experienced all of them. But it's now time for you to move for your highest expansion, your growth, your emperor-like desire. So that's your major turning point. Now, interestingly, your possible obstacle is, and this is so appropriate, Leo, we've got the Nine of Wands. This energy refuses to leave. Nine of Wands is a very good energy. This is that energy where you don't quit until you're done. You will keep trying. He's called the wounded warrior of the tarot deck for a reason. It just doesn't quit. But it's come in your possible obstacle. So for a lot of you, maybe it's time to quit. I'm not saying quit, but it's time to make up your mind whether you want to pursue something 100% or you want to give it 50%. Or with the Eight of Cups, it could also be 10, 20, 30. Because Eight of Cups is literally leaving the room, leaving the place, leaving the building, leaving a particular area because you now identified that this is the path that I want to take. So the possible obstacle could be that this could be validation. This could be trying to show to someone that no, I stay till the very end, however it resonates. But possible obstacle for you, Leo, could be that it's time. If it had to work, it would have worked the first 8 times, 9 times. But sometimes you've just got to know when it's not working. Let's see what we've got from the universe, your guidance, and Leo. Whoa! Remember how I was talking about the Nine of Cups, the card of manifestation, the card of Magician. The most powerful manifestor. This is essentially the energy of a powerful manifestor. The universe is showing you very loud, bold letters that you, Leo, can have anything that you want. You can, overnight build things. Maybe you were not born to be a carpenter, but if you teach yourself. Maybe you were not born to be an influencer, but if you teach yourself. Maybe you were not born to be something, but if you teach yourself, you can acquire that skill set way faster than everybody else. If you're willing to put yourself into the creator energy, into the manifestation energy, into the manifestor energy. And the thing about the magician is that the magician truly, truly believes in himself or herself. However you want to, define the gender of the energy. It's energy. Energy has no gender. But this energy believes so much so that it can pull off any illusion on this world. It can move mountains. It can, disappear buildings. That's why it's called the magician. This energy has a lot of faith and belief in self. This energy knows that I can make anything happen. It's impossible that things don't work the way I would want them to work. The intentions are bang on. And that's the energy, loud and proud, the universe is showing to you. Big desire, big goal, and big desires and big goals require energies that are equally big, and you wanting to make them a part of your life. This is the energy of manifestation. This is the energy of magician. claim this energy. It just does not pop out for anybody like that. Leo, it has popped out for you from the universe. This is truly, truly a blessing for you and me both. So, know when to leave the room. Very important. That's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much. Moving on to... We're moving on to Virgo. Hello, Virgo, and welcome. This is the biggest turning point of your life. The biggest turning point energy, the game changer, the defining moment. Call it whatever you like, but it is that moment, and it wants to find you. It wants to reach you. And let's see what it is for you, Virgo. Let's go. Let's first see what is your current energy. What are you showing at this point of time? Oh, wow. Let's see your, before I even begin to comprehend it myself, let's see what is your biggest turning point energy. And we've got, okay, that is brilliant. And that is exactly what you need. Possible obstacle. Now this makes sense. And one card for advice from the universe. We are going to see that a little later. Underneath, we've got the Empress, Abundance, Creation, number 3. There is so much abundance out there for you, Virgo, but it's not reaching you. It's not reaching you. And you are aware of this. You are aware. You know that there is a lot of abundance. You can see the abundance, but it's not reaching you. And guess what? That makes you really, really sad. It makes you really, really sad. So let's see this, okay? You have the 5 of Cups, the Strength, and the Temperance, 2 major arcana, Strength and Temperance. Virgo, you are an earth sign. 5 of Cups energy has shown in your current energy. Clearly, there is something that has not worked out for you, and you are still in that energy. And you may say to yourself right now, no, I've moved on. It's not. But you and I, we both know it, that there is a particular memory. It's a particular event, a particular person that is, or a particular situation that has not worked out for you. And it's made a very heavy impact in your life. You find yourself going back to the memory a lot. And are you developing the strength to, get out of it? Yes, you are. You are. You are trying to tame that side of yours which takes you back to this past energy. And you're aware that it's not a good energy for you. You are fully aware. The Virgo that I'm talking to you, you are fully aware that these memories, these emotions that you go back to, that hurt you, that haunt you, that make you feel less worthy of yourself, you are fighting with it every single day. And there is improvement. Look, there are good days and there are not so good days. There are no such things as bad days. There are good days and there are not good days. So much so, Virgo, that you have stopped pouring in other people's cups. You are so hurt, in fact. You are so, whatever the situation, that memory of your, whatever it is, it has hurt you and scarred you so much so. Or it could very well be a moment of regret, a moment of shame, a moment of guilt. It's different. But it's in the past. It's not your current. The more you think about it, you bring it in the current. If you leave it in the past and you close that, or you acknowledge it and you say that, okay, it happened to me once upon a time. I was young, I was naive, I didn't know, or, lack of better knowledge, and it happened. But that's not, there has been no closure to something here, which is why so much so that now you have stopped receiving, you have stopped inviting, you have stopped pouring into, another energy does not exist for you. You are, a lot of you are actually so much invested in healing that you've forgotten the world that actually exists around you. For a lot of you, you're only recovering. I see therapy. I do see therapy. I do see counseling. I do see, possibly consuming things in proportion, hopefully not out of proportion, to keep yourself in control. But let's come to your biggest turning point, because that's why we're doing this reading. And your biggest turning point, Virgo, is the Four of Wands, 11-11 energy, the energy of alignment, the energy of firstly, stepping out of your house. Just going simply, there are a lot of fancy ways to look at it, but when I look at your energy, the simplest way is to get out of your house. Feel the sun, feel the wind, feel the nature. There is enough abundance in the nature for your energy to feel, okay, wow, I'm refreshed. For a lot of you, you need to feel refreshed in life. This is also the energy of celebration. This is also the energy of coming together, a reunion, celebrating a wedding, any sort of invite that you get, Virgo, any sort of invite, do not turn it down. It is very essential for you to meet people, very essential for you to get out, very essential for you to network, very essential for you to put yourself out there. I'm not saying that you're missing out, but we don't heal in darkness. We heal in light. And this is where the light is. This is where the darkness is. We don't heal in being alone. We heal with the world, in the daily humdrum, in whatever is going on, experiencing the present moment, So we heal in light. Light is very important for you. Possible blockage, and now we're not surprised to see this, is the Ace of Cups. Is the brand new beginning, is, saying yes to people, accepting invites, going out there, opening up your heart, possibly falling in love again, believing that you're worthy of love, believing that, there is, that someday I will cry and they will be the tears of joy, not tears of sadness. Because tears of sadness, you've felt enough, but tears of joy. So your possible obstacle here, Virgo, is you're not opening up your heart. You're not in the receiving mode. You are not saying yes to the universe. You're not saying yes to nature, the most abundant resource, the absolute wealth. The richest place on this planet is nature, not people, not places, not things. It's nature. It's the most expensive, most rich, most abundant, and for a lot of you, you're not saying yes to that. Maybe for a lot of you, the possible obstacle here is also, please consume whatever it is that you are in moderation. Please do that. And keep yourself hydrated, very important. Let's see what we've got here from the universe as guidance for you, Virgo. Oh, wow. Things just got very, very real. Universe wants you to put your attention on what is holding you back. What is holding you back? Isn't that how we started your reading with the Five of Cups? Something, someone, situation, place, memory. Capricorn energy here, by the way, has a very strong hold on you. Very, very strong hold on you. That's why Ace of Cups is a blockage. And your turning point is absolute alignment and freedom. Four of Wands is also freedom. This is not freedom. Something is holding you back. And I think the Virgo that I'm talking to you, you're fully aware. You cannot heal in darkness. You cannot heal in darkness. You can only heal in light. You cannot heal with dark souls. You can only heal with those who are interested in healing, who are interested in changing their lives for the better. So what is holding you back? So important to ask yourself that question. That's what I have for you, Virgo. I believe that was a very, very long reading. Felt very long to me. It's been going on for a long time, therefore. Moving on to Libra. Hello, Libra, and welcome. This is your biggest turning point. The game changer moment, the game changer energy, the defining energy. The one where you reach and you say, I made it. I did it. I got it. I achieved. So I am. That kind of energy, Libra. I am super excited. Let's go on and let's see what we've got here for you, Libra. Let's see what your current energy is. What are you showing me at the moment? Okay. It's almost like the universe is trying to reach you with a message. But you're so occupied, you know, Libra right now is so occupado that you're not able to, you're missing something here, Libra. I have to say that. Your hands are full. The universe wants to send something your way. And it is literally blaring horns in sound. It comes in the form of sound. It comes in the form of alarm. It comes in the form of sirens. It comes in the form of thunders and roars. When universe wants to get your attention, it's not going to go up beep. No. It's going to go loud. But for some reason, Libra, because your hands are full with whatever it is that you're doing, let's see what we've got for your major turning point. Interesting. Love this. It took me a while. And then I realized, okay. And it's so simple. It is so freaking simple, Libra. If you can get this. I mean, I did it earlier for you. So now, this is, oh my God, this is so good. Let's see your possible obstacle. And one advice from the universe. Okay, this just got very, very easy. Your current energy right now, Libra, you've got the Judgment, you've got the Two of Pentacles, and you've got the Eight of Cups. The universe is trying very, very hard to get your attention. It has a message. It has something for you. You're chosen for something. You're handpicked for something that only you can accomplish in this lifetime. But your hands are full. You are busy doing other things, and I'm not saying that they are not important. They may be very, very important for you. But it's very essential sometimes to take out 7 seconds in life, become one with yourself, and ask yourself, it's like a self-analysis. Have I done everything? Or have I just been productive? Have I been a good productive, or have I just finished tasks? You know, something comes to my memory very strong here, and I read it very recently. In the Japanese culture, they don't say just do it. You know, just do it is a very popular Western culture. We all say this, oh my God, I want it, just do it, just do it. That's pretty much the logo of Nike, right? But in Japanese culture, they say that we don't believe in, I'm not remembering the exact phrase. I mean, even if I do have it in my head, I don't think I can say it the way they say it. That's not a language I know. But I'll tell you, I'll paraphrase and tell you what it means. It means that I do it because it's my purpose. I do it because it makes me feel happy. I do it because it makes sense for me. So they don't follow just do it. They do things that are aligned with them. As children, it starts as children. So they are taught from the very beginning. Instead of having that attitude of just do it, because you end up doing everything, not even realizing that some things are not meant for you and me. And here the universe is trying to get your attention. Hi, Libra. Hello, Libra. Calling Libra. Finding Libra. But Libra's hands are full. And Libra is not taking out time for self-reflection, self-analysis. Because the minute you do that, I mean, the world is your oyster. I want to say that. Now see what your turning point is. Your turning point is the Seven of Pentacles. Look how this person is now finally staring at all the things he's created. He's not selling it. He's not packing it. He's not closing it. He's not even picking them up. He's just looking at each one of them and analyzing all the Seven Pentacles. He's maybe grown them. So whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you're making, whatever it is that you're doing, do you go back and self-reflect? Do you analyze 7 seconds, 7 minutes, 7 hours? Choose your number. But your turning point is, see, that's why you've got the Eight of Cups here. If you can take out some time for yourself where you can analyze your own growth, your own path, your own creation, and reflect on how much you have become from where you started. A pat on back. Zero judgment, zero negative criticism. Just observe and analyze what it is that you are creating. Firsthand, you yourself. When you get into that zone, that's when you will be able to hear the universe's call, the signal. There is literally, everything is so fast paced. You do something, you move out. Next day you pick up something, you move out. Next day, and you're missing the most essential ingredient. And your turning point is 7 seconds with yourself, 7 minutes. However that resonates, whatever is your number, Libra. Your possible obstacle is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is the romanticizer. This energy truly wears this rose glasses and sees life through it. So your possible obstacle could be that you're seeing those things which feel very tempestuous to you, which feel very in the spur of moment, and it feels very nice. It's like you set out to do a job, a task, and you got distracted because you saw this movie which is popping up on Netflix, and you realized, oh my gosh, 3-4 hours just went in that. So this is losing track of time. This is losing, your possible obstacle is losing track because you got distracted and caught up with something else. Time management, self-analysis, taking out time for yourself. Rather than depending on the world's feedback, your own self-feedback. That is the biggest turning point for you. You are your biggest and best critique, and that's all that matters. What everybody else says is secondary. What you see and how you analyze and how you put yourself, the number you give yourself, is the most important. Let's see what we've got. Advice from the universe, Libra, and we've got boom, the Hangman. Universe, this is actually the energy of universal pause. The universe wants you to put a pause so that you can take out some time for yourself. Now we've got another number here, 12, from 7 to 12. The universe wants you to take out some time, put yourself in a pause mode, and at least savor what you're creating, at least enjoy, at least cherish. What's the point of being in a rat race? What's the point of following trends? What's the point of doing it all if you don't even get to sit back, enjoy, relax, and enjoy your own creation? I feel like this is a very, the energy I'm getting is like a chef creating, sending out orders, but never even having the time to taste your own dish. That kind of energy. So your biggest turning point is when you're willing to sit down with yourself and assess yourself, because you are your best critic and you are the best feedback for yourself, for your growth. That's what I have for you, Libra. Literally every card had the same message, each one of them. Okay, we're moving on to Scorpio. Literally none of the cards shuffled. Let me do that one more time. Moving on to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome. This is your biggest turning point. The energy that could possibly be the game changer energy. The energy that could be the defining moment of your life. So, Scorpio, if you want to embrace that energy, let's do this together. Let me first see what your current energy is. What is it that you're showing me in your current energy? Whoa. This is nice. Actually, this is beautiful. This is growth. This is expansion. This is building. This is co-creating. This is excellent, you know, and this comes from within, Scorpio. This comes from within. You're showing me whatever it is, energy that you have, you're first building it within you, because everything happens to us twice, once in the mind and then in the real world. So first you're teaching yourself. Very law of attraction. Let's see what is your biggest turning point. Whoa. You know what, Scorpio? You're going to be spoiled for choices. I just want to say that. You are going to be spoiled for choices. The universe is going to throw you so much, and each one better than the other, because your current energy is brilliant. Let's see your possible obstacle. Oh, it's come out. Okay, that does make sense actually. It makes a lot of sense. And one energy, that's your guidance from the universe, and we're going to look at it a little later together. Your current energy is the Nine of Pentacles. That's the pre-Empress energy. And Empress is abundance, creation, earth. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, both earth energy. You're a water sign. Water and earth are very compatible elements. And then we've got the High Priestess. High Priestess is moon energy, very clandestine, very quiet, very secretive, very source-like. So whatever it is in your current energy, Scorpio, you're keeping things to yourself. You're being very smart. There is a strategy here. The moves that you're making are very, very well thought. You have a plan. I want to say that. You have a plan. You want to climb ranks. You want to grow. You want that promotion. You want that house. You want to achieve more financial independence. You want to achieve more financial growth. But you're being very, very quiet, tight-lipped. I think the Scorpio, the philosophy that you follow is don't spell it out until it's absolutely real. Don't share until it's absolutely ready to be felt, ready to be touched, ready to be seen. And I think you're doing a very good job. Very, very good job. You're teaching yourself everything from, from money management. For a lot of you, you're teaching yourself, things, very small things like the kind of outfits that look good on your body. What kind of clothes would you like to wear? Basic. I am also picking up here a lot of you're teaching yourself etiquettes, manners, social norms, different cultures, different languages. It's almost like you're getting prepared to relocate to a different culture, different, and maybe a very, very big, large MNC, that kind of an energy. And you're really, really very dedicated and doing this for your growth. It's almost like once you're there, whatever your plan is, Scorpio, the homework should be done beforehand. The skill should already be acquired. Once you're there, then you're at the ranks. You're at the highest. A lot of you are also into astrology. A lot of you are also into tarot reading. A lot of you are also into knowing more about yourself, deep psychology. A lot of you are also, trusting your source. Fantastic, because that's where every story begins. Every dream, every desire, every story begins from the source. Nowhere outside. Nowhere outside. Now, your biggest turning point is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is having unlimited options. This person can literally choose whatever this person wants. And I think the universe is lining this up for you. The universe is lining this. You're going to be spoiled for choices, Scorpio. Because the way you're conducting yourself right now, for the Scorpio that I'm reading, for the way you're conducting yourself, you're being very quiet. You're not opening your mouth until it's done. You're, still fueling yourself, thanking yourself, teaching yourself. You're working with the universal force. You're manifesting. You are working with law of attraction. I can see that. You know what your possible obstacle is? Page of Swords. And I like this because Page of Swords is a reminder that you're still not ready. There is a lot of information that you're supposed to gather. And because this is in the obstacle, I would like to tell you that make sure that you're gathering your information from the right sources. As in, take your information, take your knowledge, take your advice, collect your data from credible, legit sources. Just because everything is on the internet and, today because of the AI, we don't even know the difference. So collect your information because Page of Swords is all about finding more. It's a very curious energy. And this is in your obstacle, possible obstacle. So if any time you feel that you're not still closer to your goal, it is because you have to acquire more information. You have to acquire more. This is the energy of being ready. You're in that energy of getting ready to be ready for something. And you and I both know it. It is something very, very big because you're setting yourself up to victory. You're setting yourself up. You're doing this every single day. And believe you me, when the time comes, maybe 7 days, maybe 7 months, maybe 7 weeks, you're going to be spoiled. There's going to be an offer from everywhere. Let's see what we've got as the advice from the universe. Oh, wow. King of Wands. This is mastery of desire. Mastery of fire. King of Wands is pure fire element. This is fire on fire. You don't have fire anywhere else. Right now, you're actually operating from a very safe, stable, all earth energy and the high priestess and being very quiet. Universe just wants to point out the obvious, that how big is your desire? Take out the time, Scorpio, to write your desire. Take out the time to talk about your desire. And don't talk, I get it. You don't want to talk to people, but you can always talk to the mirror. You can always write it down in a journal. You can always put it out there. King of Wands is very flashy, very out there when it comes to desire. He's built on the throne of desire. For him, this energy, the first seed was that of a desire over which he builds an entire castle and a throne. So I do see Three of Pentacles. You're trying to create, collaborate, co-create, elevate, upgrade. You're trying to do something. So the universe wants to just tell you that this is the energy that you're supposed to embrace, that of the King of Wands, that of embracing your desire, embracing your true fire, spending a few moments with him. Why do you want what you truly, truly want? If you can say that to yourself, You are increasing your frequency, you are increasing your vibration, and that goal is coming closer and closer into your frequency and vibration. The King of Wands, it does not get better than that. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Very cool stuff. Very, very cool. Moving on to, let me give the cards a good shuffle. And we are moving on to we're moving on to Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome. This is your biggest turning point. This is the defining moment. This is the game changer energy. This is the energy you need to embrace at this point of time so that you can bring out that active change that you want in your life, that you have forever desired. And it's time. It is time for you to come face to face with that biggest turning point, Sag. If you are ready, let's go. Let's see what is your current energy at this point of time. The current energy can tell us a lot more. Let's go. Nice. Oh my gosh. That is powerful. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Can you see that smile on my face? It is such a beautiful energy. Okay, let us see what do we have for your biggest turning point. One card for your biggest turning point. Oh wow. We've got, okay, something here about timing. I can tell you that. Something here about timing, Sagittarius. What's your possible obstacle? Timing, no? And one energy that's going to be your advice from the universe. We're going to look at it just a little later. Oh, wow. The Wheel of Fortune. Underneath. More timing. Emphasis here on timing. The timing of something is very, very crucial and very, very important in your whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Even your biggest turning point comes with a timing. There is a certain set timing, and it's almost like a gateway will open, a door will open, Sag, and that it's going to be available for you. You have to make the most of it. It's not, you know, it's not that it's going to be available all year long. It's not going to be available. There is a select period of time, select moment of time to respond, to get back at it. It's seasonal. It is seasonal. The wheel has all 4 signs, fixed seasons. We've got the Scorpio, we've got Taurus, we've got Leo, and we've got Aquarius. These are all 4 fixed seasons. The wheel moves as per, and it keeps moving, it never stops. So this is underneath, it is not on the table. So timing is very, very crucial, Sag. Your current energy is the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. You are learning something. You are learning something. You are teaching yourself something. You are preparing for something. You need to put a down payment on something. You need to invest your money in something. That much you're very clear. You're very, very clear. What you want, you're very clear. Are you the right candidate for it right now? No, you're in the process of becoming there. Pages are small. Pages are starters. Pages are, they don't have a lot. They're still acquiring. That's why it's a student-like energy. But you're very clear what it is that you want, and you're fully aware that the path that you are on and the thing that you want, it gives you a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness. Therefore, it is doable. Therefore, it doesn't seem impossible to you. But this is the energy of starting out, a startup. Or the initial down payment on a house, that initial down payment on a trip. I'm not saying you have it all right now, but you've got some parts of it. This is also graduating. This is also getting your degree, diploma. This is also applying for a job. You know, it's the smallest thing that I can think of is you were possibly on probation, now you've become permanent. That kind of energy. So think of it as, you know, you were in a relationship, and now it's become a permanent relationship. Maybe a ring, maybe something like that. Okay, your biggest turning point is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is being at the right place at the right time. Sag, in order for you to get this, to make it, to have it, firstly, timing, and secondly, the emphasis on a particular location. You have got to be there so that you can see it coming to you. This person can, you know, the ships have arrived, but this person can pretty much go back and come after 5 days, and you know, you can have an estimate how long will it take. But this person chooses to stand here at this location and observe the ships, when the ships are going to come, when whatever it is that this person has asked, when is it going to be delivered? Something needs to come to you. You have to meet that thing at a particular location, at a particular place. That is your biggest turning point. You having to be at a certain place. Maybe you're trying to get funds to travel and go somewhere. Maybe you don't have the entire money. Maybe you're figuring that out. You've got to be at a specific place. That is your biggest turning point, from where you can see your desires clearly. For a lot of you, I also want to say this, Sag, your biggest turning point could very well be a vision board. Because this is, the Three of Wands is also the energy of a visionary, someone who can see their future very well. So if you cannot actually travel, you don't have the money, get your vision board ready and put everything on the vision board as if it was real. And the moment you spend, the time you spend with your vision board, it should feel absolutely real, like you're touching what you want, like you're feeling what you want, like you have what you want. Very as real as it could get. That's how you move energies. Now, I am not surprised to see that, but your possible blockage is the world. Remember the wheel underneath and the world, very similar energies. This is the energy of fortune and timing. The world is also completing a task, completing a deadline, finishing something with flying colors. Is it possible? Yes. From 10 of Cups, it is very easy to get into the world. World is a happy ending. But it isn't your possible obstacle, which makes me want to say that the timing, again, for fixed elements, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus and Aquarius, for fixed signs. Something here is of very fixed nature and it happens seasonal. And you've got to match the timing of that. And that's your only obstacle. I don't think it's a very big obstacle because you can accomplish it. The World card is here. That means the ending of something is, the energy is there. It's just that it's in the obstacle. So if you want it, you have to work with the time. And you've got to be at a specific place at a specific time. Let's see what we've got as advice from the universe. Queen of Swords. This is air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. See, she is also a visionary, a futuristic. They both have something very, very similar. Very, very similar. She's also holding the Ace of Sword. You have the Ace of Sword in your hand. I'm telling you, you are very, very certain and you have absolute clarity as to what it is that you want. With this being the universe's advice, the universe is saying, now that you know what you want, now that you're very clear, what is going to be your next step? What do you want your vision board to be like? I think this is the universe just literally saying that bring your vision to life. This is for those who possibly don't have the funds or don't have the money, possibly have not, but she does not have any lack of imagination, by the way. She sees the future. She sees whatever is in front of her. She's not looking back at the past. She's not looking left. She's not looking right. She's looking straight at the future. So what is it that you want? Also, another thing that the Queen of Swords speaks into existence. Speak it into existence, what it is that you want. Not once, not twice, every single 24/7, 365 days. It's not something that you do because you feel like doing. It is because it's an absolute habit. She is a disciplined queen. She's a queen of habit. She's a creature of habit, and she's made her lifestyle like that. Very, very clear cut, very direct message here for someone. Very, very clear. That's what I have for you, Sag. Moving on to Capricorn. Hello, hello, Capricorn, and welcome. This is your major turning point, your biggest turning point, the energy of the most defining moment of your life, the game changer. One that can put you back on track, one that can open brand new doors for you. Who knows, right? But we would like to see that energy. We would like to bring that energy close to us, which is why this reading is for you, Capricorn. Let's go. Let's move together and let's see what your current energy is. What are you showing right now? Wow. You actually left me speechless. Let's see what is your, you know what? You're sitting in your turning point right now. Right now. This very moment as you and I are talking, you are sitting in your turning point, biggest turning point of your life, possibly now. Let's see what we have for your biggest turning point. We've got, this is, by the way, Taurus energy, Capricorn, your earth energy. Yeah, you are sitting right now. You know, we have a sequence here, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what's your possible obstacle, Capricorn. And an advice from the universe, which we're going to see a little later. 6 of Pentacles underneath, generosity, philanthropy, ability to give more. Therefore, putting yourself in a place where you are able to contribute and give more. More Taurus energy, by the way. Okay, this just got very, very clear and very, very specific and very, very interesting. There's a roadmap here. Capricorn, in your current energy, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. Fire, fire. And the wheel is essentially all 4 seasons, 4 fixed signs, which is Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. And Taurus is in your turning point, something that has got to do with the Taurus season, the month of May. Right now, the wheel is moving for you. You are in a time right now, if you utilize it to your fullest, in the month of May, in Taurus season. Okay, your first turning point hits you in the month of May, in Taurus season. Because the wheel is moving. We have to catch up with the wheel. And Taurus season is the first season where you're likely to see the turning point. And you're sitting in the biggest turning point, energy moving for you, with you, for your highest good. We have the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Capricorn, you need to be at a certain place. 3 of Wands is all about being at the right place at the right time. And 4 of Wands is all about alignment. 11-11. You need to be at the right place at the right time. Almost like a reunion, almost like a celebration, almost like a party, almost like an invite. You're not there right now. I can tell you that. You're away from that. For a lot of you, you've turned your back towards this thing, this Four of Wands. This is that place where you need to be. It is an event, it is a party, it is a place, it is a social gathering, it is social media in today's world. It is celebrating, it is coming together. You have turned your back towards something. Fours are also about structure, because you are looking at something else. For a lot of you, you've traveled away from where you are right now. And a particular structure, a particular organization, a particular way of doing things is actually your turning point. And I'll show you why. Like I said, 10, 3, 4. 10 is 1. 1, 3, 4. Your turning point is 5. 3, 4, 5. And this is the energy of, this is Taurus energy. Taurus month. This is the energy of the Hierophant. Hierophant is someone who goes by the book. This is also a structure in itself. This is also someone who's a very wise counselor. You know what? I am actually getting that you could very well be that person who gives other people guidance. I'm getting the energy of you could be that person who kind of other people look up to you. In today's world, pretty much like how the podcast works. People tune into you to hear what you have to say, and you have a lot of experience to share. This is also getting selected for something, initiated into something. Initiated into something. Your turning point is getting initiated to something in the Taurus season. But you're not there right now. You have to start moving right now. You need to start working out the kinks right now, so that when the time comes, you are ready. For a lot of you, your turning point is also your marriage, the sanctity of your marriage, the institution of marriage. There is something here that when you are in pairs, when you are in group, you seem to thrive better vis-a-vis when you're alone. You stand out more when you're put with a group. When you are individually put, there isn't much that you can do. You are your best. You seem to kind of attract more also when you are with someone. You are in a group dynamic. When you're alone, you realize this, that you're not able to attract more. Possible obstacle is the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles should not be in the obstacle. 10 of Pentacles is a lot of money, is family support, is having people backing you. If this is in the obstacle, Capricorn, then you need to ask yourself, have you distanced yourself from your people? Have you distanced yourself from your goals? Have you distanced yourself from the legacy that you want to create for yourself? Because in itself, 10 of Pentacles is wonderful. Earth energy, your earth energy. This is everything. This is your ancestry. This is your family. This is your friends. Friends like family. Family like friends. This is the people who are excited for you, for your growth. But this is coming in possible obstacle. Makes me want to say that wherever you are right now, you're at the wrong place. You need to come back. You need to come back to something that you were already doing. Because Hierophant is already been doing for years and ages. You need to come back to something. There was a system, there was something that was made and built for you. And possibly you have, I don't know, somehow taken a detour or, but you need to come back and claim your throne. Claim your rightful position, if not the throne. The advice from the universe, Capricorn. Strength. Interesting. I did not see that coming. Um, it is going to take, and I don't want to put fancy words here. I don't want to say that, oh my gosh, you have the strength. No. It just seems like it's not going to be an easy one. It's not going to be an easy one. She's taming the lion. It's not, the lion, if you look at metaphorically, is the inner beast within us. It's almost like dropping egos. It's not going to be easy. But the only person who can do it, Capricorn, is you. It doesn't matter. In fact, can I say this with the strength card? It doesn't matter who comes and gives you any sort of advice or any sort of job opening or any sort of promotion. It's not going to happen until you don't decide to make up your mind, because you're not at the right place right now. And you have to wake up, get up, move yourself and come into the energy of alignment. And that is not a two people job. That is not another person's job. That is an individual's job. So the universe is saying it's like the universe is saying, son/daughter, you have a massive task ahead of you. But if you fulfill the requirement, the rewards are huge. But first, in order to put yourself in alignment, you will have to tame your inner beast. That's how it's playing in my head. I'm getting it. It's not easy. It's never easy putting your hand inside the lion, right? It's not going to be easy. But is it doable? Yes. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. It seems like it's big. It seems like it's something important. It seems like it can truly, truly change your life. Okay. Moving on to Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome. This is your major, biggest turning point, the defining moment of your life, the game changer energy. The one that could be all, it all, do all, why not? Let's look at that energy. Let's make mountains move for you. And let's close the gap. Let's make that quantum jump, Aquarius. Let's do it right here, right now. Okay. What's your current energy? What a contrast. What a contrast. Is it good? Yes. But is it off? Yes. The problem here is right there in your current energy, there is an off button too. And Aquarius, you know how to press or turn the knob and switch yourself off. And you got to stop doing that. Maybe. Let's see what we've got for your biggest turning point. Oh, holy moly. That's big. It does not get better than that. That's the energy everybody eyes and wants in the tarot deck. With the Ace of Wands underneath at this point of time, fire, fire, fire. Let's see what is the possible obstacle here. Aquarius, I think I know what it is. Yes. You when I show it to you, you're gonna realize that too. But let's take out one advice from the universe, and this reading is truly, truly Aquarius reading. It is. It's got Aquarius written all over underneath. We've got the Two of Cups. If you have a connection, if you have a person, Aquarius, that is still within, it's not shown us in the energy that we're talking about, but clearly there is someone. You just don't want to talk about it now, right? I got you there, Aquarius. In your current energy, two very, very big energies, and then one which kind of cancels both of them. So you have to hear me. We've got the Four of Cups, and this is Moon in Cancer. We've got Six of Wands. This is Leo in Jupiter. And the Nine of Pentacles, this is Sun in Virgo. Sun in Virgo or Venus in Virgo. I'm leaning towards Sun in Virgo. But I want to say this, Aquarius, wow. When you want something, nothing can stop you. When you truly want something, when you're aligned with what it is that you want, you make it happen. But the minute you get disconnected, boom, you lose it all. You lose it all. You know that. Four of Cups is disconnecting, feeling disinterested, just like suddenly losing interest in everything that you were doing. And you go back like, did I really want it? Did I even want it? And maybe this comes out of, when you don't meet timelines, or when you're disappointed in others, or when you put your hopes up too high, or it does not match your timeline. Aquarius, when things don't work out your way, you are very quick to sort of disconnect, detach from it altogether. But when you are determined, when you put yourself out there, then everybody better watch out, because Aquarius is arriving. That kind of energy. Now you choose what you want to choose, because they both have consequences. Aquarius, choose the better one. Choose the determined one. Do you know what your biggest turning point is, major turning point is? It's the sun. It is the sun. The all-knowing, all-powerful, the source of this freaking planet, of the solar system, sun. And when you are in the energy of sun, this is also Leo energy. Leo is your polar opposite. When you're in the energy of sun, when you're in, look at this. This is Leo in Jupiter. This is Leo energy. When you are thinking about your growth, when you are thinking about your expansion, when you're aligned with what it is, without that disinterest, detachment, and fear, and all of those things, you excel. But the minute you sideline, those energies, and I get it, it's a very natural, as sentient beings, we will daily be exposed to certain energies from the external, which are not essentially ours, but they tend to put us down, right? But when you make yourself vulnerable to these energies, they have a tendency to take you down faster. Because you know what your possible obstacle is? The absolute opposite of sun, the moon. The sun does its job during the day, and the moon does its job during the night. The moon here is the representation of your inner self, your fears, the things that you keep within yourself. There is also an essence here of fears that have come and built over years. They don't tend to leave us. They convert into nightmares, right? Regrets convert into nightmares. Shame converts into nightmares. Childhood trauma converts into nightmares. So what takes you away from your victory is you yourself, your dark side. And what takes you closer to success is you yourself, your light side. And there is a time and place for both. This could come very well when you're done with your purpose, when you're done with your existence on the planet. Or during the second half of the day, when your metabolic rate slows down, when you have nothing to do. But first half, keep yourself super productive. Let's see what we've got here as advice from the universe. For you, Aquarius, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Look, Nine of Pentacles is right here. Financial freedom, pre-empress energy. The universe is saying Eight of Pentacles. 8 tends to go to the 9 very fast. It's the next obvious step. Continue to do what you're doing. This Four of Cups is a closed off energy, but it is disinterested and detached. This Eight of Pentacles is also looking down, but it has kept itself immersed in work producing, creating, not knowing when he or she is going to use it, but still uses that energy, channels that energy towards producing and creating. This energy uses the same energy to just sit down and detach, tune into apathy, tune into disinterest. So over this any day, imagine if this is your current energy, 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles, boom. Miracles every day. But because of the 4 of Wands, you come this close to a miracle and then you get detached. So the universe is saying, choose to put your energy in those things which are more productive and useful for you. Do not put yourself into the unknown, the fear of unknown. Don't keep yourself in dark, Aquarius. You know, things, life, nature, abundance, humanity, everything seems to exist, flourish and grow in light. In darkness, all of them are in their resting state or of pretty much no use to the universe. As much as the moon is needed for us to rest, but its best place is that. But your turning point is light, is the sun, is becoming the source. The sun caters to the entire solar system, to the entire world, to the entire planet. When people can feel your light, when you can feel your light, that's when you are the most abundant. That's what I have for you. Whew, Aquarius. Moving on to Pisces. Hello, Pisces, and welcome. This is your biggest turning point, the defining moment, the game changer, the energy that could possibly change worlds for you. And why not? It should. It absolutely should, Pisces. If you are ready to embrace these energies, let's go. Let's see what your current energy is. A card has come out for you. We will take it. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. I wouldn't expect that to come out for you. Let's see what we've got for your biggest turning point, Pisces. Okay. You are creating something, aren't you? You are multiplying something. I also want to say, I don't know why, but I'm actually getting this, Pisces. Saving yourself for someone, for the right person. Your possible obstacle and an advice from the universe. We're going to look at it just a little later. Pisces, a very closed off energy, very quiet, very secretive, not giving out too much details. But while you're in this energy, you are creating something. You are making something. You are building something. You don't want the world to know, not yet. Not yet. You don't want people to know your next move. You're not making any announcement. You're being very, very quiet. But there is something that is going on underneath. There is something that is going on. That is something that you are showing up for every day and creating and building it. You know, things like how you build a channel and you keep it, you don't announce, or you buy a house, but you don't announce, or it's just one of those things where you've put in your energy and your time and your money, where you will only reveal it when the time is right, according to you. Till then, you're actively doing this. And you're not allowing other energies to come in. You're protecting your energy, you're protecting your money, you're protecting your asset. You're not giving anybody, any sort of lead. This is something that's going on between you, your higher self, your inner self. This could also be healing and recovery. It could also be. You know, I'm also picking up like joining an AA group and or a counseling or a therapy group and not telling anybody about it, because obviously it's a very personal choice. But whatever it is that you're doing, Pisces, you are keeping it very guarded. Nobody needs to know until Pisces is willing to share it with the world. That's your current energy. Your turning point is the Queen of Pentacles. When you can hold it, when you can announce it, and that energy is available. This could very well be pregnancy. This could very well be surrogacy. This could very well be having a child. This could very well be starting a company. This could very well be promotion. There are so many things here. But your major, biggest turning point here is you will be holding it. You will make it real. It is going to give you its benefits. It is going to monetize. It is going to, this has got something to do with something that you can hold, feel and touch and call it your own. And when the time is right, according to Pisces, right, not according to the world, your own timeline. This has to match your own timeline, your own readiness. Possible obstacle is the Fool. See, the Fool is being ready. Fool is being able to take the leap of faith. And I get it. I get it. Your obstacle here is the leap of faith. When do you want to declare it? When do you want to announce it? When do you want to tell people? When do you want to hop onto the trend, hop onto the timeline, hop on within this phase of your life? It's a very personal choice. This is just, I think this is a decision that you've made with yourself. We would have to see what the universe has for guidance, but you know that once you put it out there, your entire life changes. It's a brand new timeline, it's a brand new cycle, but you are taking your own sweet time until you're ready to show it to the world. It's actually very direct, but it seems very interesting. Like it kind of arouses curiosity, you know, you're like, okay, what is Pisces up to? I am now curious to know. Let's see what we've got from the universe as advice for you, Pisces. We've got the Five of Pentacles. I think the universe wants to tell you, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. The minute you give it out, see, you're in the Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. The minute you give it out to the world, you might ruin something very, very beautiful. And I think you've understood that. You've understood that. Even the universe is saying the same thing, that the minute you put it out there, people might want to take advantage of it. People might want to share of it. People might want to talk bad about it. A lot of people may want to, want their fair share in it. So the universe is also telling you, until it's done, until you're ready to put yourself, if this is therapy, counseling, putting yourself, taking care of your own health, whether it's mental or physical, the universe is saying this is something that you've got to do on your own. And until you're not ready to share it with the world, it's absolutely fine. So I think you and universe are working in tandem with each other. And your biggest turning point here, Pisces, is that whatever it is, you're going to emerge very successful, very victorious on the other side, because Queen of Pentacles is a very abundant pre-empress energy, money multiplier. She's the DIY queen. She can create resources from nowhere. It's almost like you're not going to lose anything. You're only going to gain in terms of whatever, however you would want it to resonate with you. There is a lot of gain. There is a lot more coming to you through this, whatever it is that you're doing, building and creating. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. We're now moving on to the collective reading. This is the 11-11 alignment reading. If you are watching this video right now, trust that this message is meant for you, the message of absolute alignment. And today we are looking at your biggest turning point. If you do want to see your individual turning points, the link is attached with this short right now, and you can go and check as per your zodiac sign, sun sign, however you would like to. But this one right now is the message that the universe wants you to hear. 1111. Make sure you write down the time and you write down 1111, because this is your biggest turning point. What wants to come out? Look what the universe has taken out for you. It is the World card. It has the 4 fixed signs. There is something here got to do with an ending, a happy ending, whatever it is that you're thinking in your mind right now, whether it's a job, whether it's love, whether it's travel, whether it's expansion, whether it's promotion, all of that is coming to a final resolution, and it's going to be the happiest ending of your life. There are 4 fixed seasons here, 4 fixed signs. I'm going to say that maybe that it resonates with you. We've got Taurus, we've got Leo, we've got Scorpio, and we've got Aquarius. It's the season of these 4 signs. It's the timing of these 4 signs, 4 pillars. Something is about to happen, close, and become what you've been thinking and asking for. 1111, final ending, the happily ever after that you were asking for is right here. Go ahead and claim it. Thank you so much. That's what I have for you. And that is what I have for my all signs and my all stars. Super fun doing this reading, moving the energies right here. I will see you in another reading. Till then, do take very good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.